Toronto had a record number of homicides last year. 96 people were murdered, with most of the carnage being carried out via illegal handguns. So the brainiacs at Toronto City Council thought long and hard on how to come up with a solution. And here's their answer: a gun buyback program. Yeah, so if a gangbanger happens to have an illegal heater in the glove box, hey, just call the police and have them pick it up. And as long as the weapon wasn't used to carry out a crime, you'll be paid $350 or $200 if it's a long gun. Sounds brilliant, doesn't it? Except, like so many other schemes to come out of the leftist loony bin that is Toronto's Silly Hall, this one is going to fly about as well as the spruce goose. For starters, asking a criminal to turn in his weaponry is akin to asking a plumber or electrician to turn in their toolboxes. That's because a gun serves as a toolbox for a criminal. Unless the thug is about to get out of the crime biz, why would he do such a thing? And then there's the paperwork. This isn't going to be one of those no questions asked, no paper trail deals, which is the preferred way of doing business when it comes to the criminal element. And once law enforcement has all those pertinent details, do you think maybe the guy who turned in his illegal gun isn't going to be on some sort of a watch list? You might be shocked to hear this, but bad guys don't like the boys in blue monitoring their affairs. And then there's that dollar amount of $350 for a handgun. Who came up with that figure? And does it even make fiscal sense? For example, last year a Toronto police officer told me the going rate for renting an illegal handgun in the city is $150 an hour, or one can purchase outright such an illicit tool of the trade for $500. So if this is indeed the case, a gangbanger receiving $350 for a gun is actually taking a $150 haircut? Say what you will about the behavior of pistol-packing thugs. They're evil, they're unlawful, they are devoid of empathy, etc., but they're not necessarily stupid. You don't acquire an illegal gun and then trade it in for less than you paid and get on law enforcement's naughty list to boot. Then again, at least this time around, the city is trying to get real guns off the street. You know, in yesterdecade, Toronto used to run a program called Gunplay No Way, in which residents were welcome to drop off their toy guns at various police stations in exchange for politically correct toys such as Nerf balls or Frisbees. This was all based on unproven psychobabble about how boys playing with toy guns will be more inclined to grow up to be men using real guns to carry out criminal acts. And no, folks, I'm not making this up. In any event, how about we trash these ludicrous virtue signaling exercises that might look good on paper but are useless in the real world? If we really want to get tough on gun crime, how about getting tough on sentencing those who carry out gun crime? How about throwing the book at someone who is caught with an illegal gun in public, say an automatic 10-year sentence with no chance of parole? Oh, what am I saying? After all, we seem to be living in a touchy-feely country these days where we deal with criminals by using the carrot, not the stick. Even the worst of the worst receive short sentences, early parole, and in some cases, multi-million-dollar payouts for hurt feelings. So how about we fix the justice system status quo instead of embracing idiotic illegal gun buyback programs, assuming those in charge really want to tackle the illegal gun problem, that is. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, the Rebel has a new app. Please download that app and take the Rebel with you wherever you go.